Yeah, I'm going to do drawing 12-80 again. I did a little video on how to create the isometric view, but I haven't done the multi-view, front, top, and right side view. So I'm going to do the multi-view of drawing 12-80. I'm going to start with the front view. It says that the front view is 3.5 long by 5.25 tall. And I'm just going to draw it as a rectangle first. It says that the thickness of the bottom material is 0.5, so just offset 0.5. And it says that the corners have a 1 inch by 1 inch angled, 45-degree angled cut. So what I'm going to do for that is I'm simply going to draw a line down 1 inch and over 1 inch, and then connect those and trim those. Do the same thing on this side. From here, I'm going to go over 1 inch. I'm going to go down 1 inch. And I'm going to connect them and trim. Now, subsequently, the 1 inch by 1 inch notches on the bottom line up with this point here. So I'm actually going to just take a line from here through here. Do the same thing, line it up with this, and here to here. It also says that there is a spline that runs right here angled, but I don't know the height of it yet, so I'm not going to draw that. The right side view, come over 1 inch. And it says that the width is 2.5 by 5.25. Says that the thickness is 0.5. Thickness here is 0.5. Going back to inches. Now I'm going to turn up, make sure that my 30 degree is turned on, because I'm going to draw a line that is not 30, but is 60 degrees until it hits here. Okay. Then I can project this point right across. And now I know how tall to make this thing. So if I draw a line from the midpoint straight up, and it says that the thickness of this spline is 0.5, so if I go offset half of that, offset 0.25, and take this middle line to the left, 0.25, and take the middle line to the right, 0.25, and then trim this, this, and this, and this. I'm left with a spline that's the right type, or the right height. Now let's do the top view. So I want to draw a line from here and here. I want to go from here up 1 inch, and then it's 3.5 by 2.5, 3.5 by 2.5. Get this original line. Okay, so there's an offset on the back side, so offset this one down 0.5. And I know that there are stripes from here to here, and from here to here. And I know that these are angled off, and I know that these are angled off. So I'm just going to project lines from here. I'm going to come up to here. Through. I'm going to go from here. And if I change my polar tracking to 45, off this, I'm going to come from here up to here and across to 45, and from here up to here and across to 45. And well, I have to include this angle here across here as well. Okay, so now that's, so I gotta come over here 1 inch too and show this notch, show this here. So actually, I'm just gonna go offset this over 1 inch. Okay, so I've shown this angle and this angle. I've shown them here, here, and here. And then these top angles I've shown here, here, and here. So I've shown the angle in all 3 views. I've thrown the spline in all 3 views. We're all set. Now let's do the isometric view. I'm going to start by making everything square. I'm going to turn my 30-degree on. I'm going to go line. The length right here is 3.5. The width is 2.5. And the height is 5.25. The thickness is 0.5. A little math, 4.75 and 2. 3.5 and down. 2. 4.75 and back down. 3.5. Okay, so here's the general shape, this L bracket. Now let's put the spline in. So we need to know the height of it first. So I'm just going to type in DIST for distance. And I want to know the distance from here to here. It says here it's 3.4641. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing I did from the middle. So I'm just going to draw a line from here over to here. From here, I'm going up 3.4641. And then I'm going to go 30 degrees, 0.25. From here, this way, 0.25. And I'm going to delete this line just for a second so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to draw another, whoops, and draw another line. From here this way, 0.25. And from here down, 0.25. And then connect it to the end point here. Connect this to the end point here. I can get rid of this and this. I can redraw in this line. And I'm going to go from here over 30 degrees till it hits the wall and straight up there. And trim this and this. Okay, so now I'm going to cut off the corners. I have to cut this corner, this corner, this corner, and this corner. So I know they're 1 inch, so I'm going to go this way 1 inch, down. And here I'm going to go 1 inch and down. I just need to connect corners. here to here, and here to here, and trim. Same thing on this corner. 1 inch back this way, 1 inch this way, connect corners, straight down, and trim. One inch and back, down 1 inch and back, connect corners, and connect corners, and trim. Last one, 1 inch down, 1 inch over, and back, and connect corners. Trim. And the drawing is done. All right. So the biggest problem is just making sure you follow the right measurements, and then making sure you get the height from here or from here using the DIST, the distance command, and it'll tell you what the distance is if you click on 2 corners. Okay. That was helpful.